for watching our video, and in today's video I got an update to my Evol deck for the April 2020 format. Since Master 05 is here, I decided to bring you guys an update to it. It gets a small boost, being able to now get Xyzes out more efficiently and without having to be restricted by links, which is nice. Other than that though, the deck's still pretty much a fun deck, kind of like a little pet project for anyone who wants to pick it up. But it's a nice little deck, and it can prove to be a fun little enjoyment at locals from time to time. So other than that though, let's get right into it. So starting off, we got yourself 3 Evil Mega Carilla. This is one of the new ones. This is the one that came out a couple sets ago. And he's pretty good. He's a really good addition to the deck. So with him, you contribute a 1 reptile monster, then discard a card as cost. And you special summon a level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from your deck. You can then banish him from the graveyard, target a dragon Xyz you control with no material, and attach up to 2 reptile and or dinosaur monsters with different names from hand and or graveyard to that monster's material. And you can use each effect of himself once per turn. So the first effect is really nice, being able to bring out an Evilsaur from deck, which is good. And if you opened one from hand, you can discard an Evilsaur off of him as cost and special summon Volcano. And you can use Volcano to bring back that Evilsaur that you pitched off of him, which is great. And also he has a kind of a nice little recovery effect, being able to reload your Evilzars with materials, which is actually kind of nice. I do wish it was a quick effect, but other than that though, it's a really good addition to the deck, and it's a really welcome 3-of for it. And another 3-of for the deck for Yugioh wise is going to be 3 Yugioh Yugioh. This guy is great. If he is tributed, you can special summon an Evilsaur from your deck. So pretty simple. He's good in tandem with Evil Force because of the fact that, well, you're going to be able to get 2 Evilsaurs off of, on the field, which is nice because Evil Force will bring out Evilsaur, then trigger his effect to bring out another one. So that's really nice. So really good card. Been a good card for the deck for a long time, and just a really good 3-of. And that's it for the 3-of Eviltiles. Now we're going to get onto the 2 others that are kind of like 1-ofs. And that's going to be, the first one's going to be Lagasucho. Lagasucho is kind of like a foolish burial for the deck on normal summon. He can send a Evilsaur from deck to grave, which is nice because it kind of sets up the graveyard with an Evilsaur. Then if you hit him with Evil Force, you can special up Volcano, then bring back that Evilsaur. So it's kind of a good synergy there. And then also he has a flip effect, which can special summon an Eviltile from the deck. You don't really use it that very much, but it can prove helpful if you need a specific Eviltile in a specific situation. Like let's say you don't have an Yugioh or something and you want to get to it faster, Lagasucho can on flip summon and bring it out. And so it's kind of a cute effect, but you don't really go into it very often. Then the last one is going to be Yugioh Westlow. I still do run Westlow in the deck because there are times where you just need to go into him, I think. Because there are times where you have nothing to really help tutor out Evilsaurs. So Westlow is just kind of like that last-ditch effort to find, just get your play started. So having him at 1 is great because you can search him out with diversity and stuff. So you could cut him if you wanted to, but I preferred him as a 1-up just because there are going to be times where you might need him to help push for a game, or also to help start your plays, which is ultimately what this deck wants to do, is just snowball and just get as many Evilsaurs out off of your Eviltiles as it can. So it's a good play starter if you have nothing else. And then that's it for the Eviltiles. Now onto the Evilsaurs. First off, we're going to be 2 Serrato. When he is special summoned off of the effect of an Eviltile monster, he gains 200 attack, and then once he destroys a monster by battle, he can search for an Eviltile from deck to hand. So he's nice because he can help search out Mega Carilla, Westlow, and Yugioh, and Lagasucho, so you can search all of them, which is if he destroys a monster by battle. And with him being 221 attack, that's pretty much easy to do, which is nice. So he's one of the better ones. And then next is going to be Diplo. When he's special summoned off of an Eviltile, he gets to be an MST, which is fine. There is a lot of back row decks in the format, probably, like Altergeist and Guru and stuff, so that helps against those kind of decks, or just any deck that has back row in general. It helps. Then last Evilsaur is going to be 3 Volcano. Volcano is just pretty much the Monster Reborn, and it helps in a lot of situations, being able to make rank 4s and just help get your Evilzars out as well. And then that's going to be it for the Evilsaurs and then Evols in general. Now onto one last little monster to help them is going to be Artifact Scythe. I run 2 of it just because I don't want to open it as a one-of, and then Artifact Sanctum is dead. So that's why so basically it's here just to help lock down the opponent, because this deck does have trouble being slow. So you kind of want to bring your opponent down to your level and everything to make them just as slow as you. So Scythe helps in that situation by making it so they cannot go into their extra deck, which can kind of just, you know, kill decks in general, like just decks that, you know, are just reliant on their extra deck. It just kind of helps shut them down for a turn or two. And then that's going to be it for monster. Now onto spells. 3 Evo Diversity. This is just staple. 3 of. It helps search out your entire archetype. So yeah, that's really good. Nothing needs to be said about that. Same thing goes for Evil Force. Evil Force just helps tutoring out Evil Swords and make them treated as if they're special on Evil tiles, which is nice. This also is great in tandem with Yugioh, because then you're going to be able to bring out 2 Evil Swords at once. So that's going to be nice. And then next is kind of a weird card, and that's going to be Downbeat. Now you're probably wondering why Downbeat is here. Well, it helps, you know, trigger Yugioh in some situations, and just helps get to your more important evil tiles. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, let's say you had this and Yugioh. So you use Yugioh. You should be Yugioh with this. You then bring out Mega Corilla. Yugioh's going to trigger, bring out an Evil Sword. Then you can use Mega Corilla's effect to get into another Evil Sword. So it's pretty nice in a lot of situations, just because it kind of just helps, you know, get the deck going and just help start your plays in general in tandem with Yugioh and getting it into Mega Corilla faster, which is nice. The next is going to be 2 Call by the Grave. I was trying to fit a third one in, but I could not figure out what to cut. So you can cut a lot of things. You could cut the ones like the Scythe to 1 if you really wanted to fit in the third Call by the Grave, or you can cut Diplo to 1 if that fits you as well. I just couldn't figure out what to cut, so I just stuck with 2 Call by the Grave, but 3 is always welcome. It's up to you what you want to cut for the third one, in my opinion. Then next, 1 Double or Nothing, because we do run Utopia Double, and Utopia Double is pretty much a win condition in itself. And then next, on to traps. 3 Evil Singularity. This is like their best card in the deck, almost. This pretty much has become way better now because of Master 05, because now you don't have to have a Link monster in a lot of situations to be able to even activate this, which is nice. So basically with this, target 1 Evil Tile monster and 1 Evil Sword in your graveyard. Special summon 1 Evil Sour, Evil Czar, Xyz monster from your extra deck, and if you do, attach those monsters as material. So this can help you turtle into any Evil Czar, like Solda, Dolka, or Logia, which is really nice, and I'm very happy now that I can be able to use this more often, because after Master 04, it was kind of a pain in the ass to even activate this thing. So yeah, next is going to be 3 Artifact Sanctum, obviously because we run Scythe, and we want to get that out. 3 Evenly Matched. Reason why is because if this deck loses die roll, it's going to be kind of a bitch, because, well, it's a lot of decks are really fast nowadays, and they'll pull up a board where this deck can't even play. So this helps against those situations, because if you open this, if you're going second and you lost die roll, you can break their board and then finally set up your plays. And then lastly, 2 Trap Trick, because we have a couple targets. You could Trap Trick into the Singularity, you can Trap Trick into the Sanctum, or you can even Trap Trick into Evenly Matched if you want. So it's really versatile and helps in a lot of situations. Now onto the extra deck. 1 Solda. Solda is really good. It's just a good one-of to have in the deck. Basically with him, he cannot be destroyed by card effects while he has Xyz material. And when the opponent special summons a monster or monsters, you can detach an Xyz material from himself to destroy it. So it's really nice if, let's say, they run a whole pendulum summon of 5 dudes, you can just detach this, destroy all of them. So that's really nice. And he can't be destroyed by card effects if he has at least 1 material, so that's good as well. So very, really good card. Just need the 1 though. You're only going to be really bringing him out because of Singularity, because that's the only way you're going to be able to bring him out, because you don't run any level 6s. Next, 2 Logia, and then 2 Dolka, because these are just the better ones and everything. Dolka, I think, is better this format, just because a lot of people are using monster effects, which is nice. So I just think you should always go into Dolka, maybe in a lot of situations, going first. But you could also go with Logia in some situations as well. I just see Logia as kind of like a closer in a lot of situations, while Dolka can just help early game, because a lot of people use monster effects. But Logia does help against Lightning Storm and stuff, so there is that, and maybe other evenly matches. So it's personal preference of what you go into first turn board, but I usually go with Doka because a lot of monster effects are running around. And then next, the Utopia package of double Utopia and Lightning. Great package. Utopia double is just a win condition in itself, so the fact that you span out rank 4s as a thing in this deck, or try to get into rank 4s a lot, this just fits nicely in the deck. And then one Tornado Dragon for popping back row, one Best Duo to help block out Graveyard. King of the Pharaoh Limps, basically this helps get into your Evil Tiles faster if you just have no other way of getting into them. This could be any rank 4, but I just decided to put King of the Pharaoh Limps in there just because, well, it just helps start your plays in some ways. Now into links. 2 of the Bujin link. Now I know this is a proxy, so this is not a real card, not the real version. This is a proxy to of the real thing, since the card has not come in yet, and I just was impatient and I didn't want to wait on this video any longer. So, this is actually really good for the deck because well, we'll just get into it. So it takes 2 monsters with the same level to summon, and then cannot be used as link material, which is fine because we don't really go into many links in this deck because of Master 05. But basically, you can only use the following effects once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can special summon 2 monsters at the same level, one from hand and one from graveyard, but negate their effects. And immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon 1 Xyz monster using those 2 monsters only. And if an Xyz monster this card points to detaches the material except during the damage step, you can target a spell trap in the field and destroy it. So it helps in destroying back row if you detach a monster, detach a material from an Xyz monster it points to, like Dolka for example, which is nice. But it also, the more important effect is the first effect where you can just tutor out a 2 level 4s, one from hand, one from grave, and just go into a quick and easy Evil Czar, which is insane. Because there are times where you will have an Evil Czar in hand, and it's kind of useless because they're just kind of vanillas in hand and on field if they're not special enough on Evil Czar. So the fact that this can tutor them out and everything to help get into an Xyz play quick and easily is just great. And it's really nice, and it just kind of helps the deck get its place going, which is nice. So I really like it. You could cut it to 1 if you really wanted to, but I think 2 is just fine because you might go into it more than once. Then next, the last 2 cards. 1 Doolittle Chimera, because you could pretty much just make your stuff more beefier to help run over more things. And then lastly, 1 Boral Sword, just in case you ever go into it, so you can OTK. So, well, yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I think evols, they're better now in Master 05, I feel, being able to bring out more extra deck monsters now without having to use a link monster and everything to open zones for them, which was always a pain in the butt. So yeah, the deck is still a fun deck though, just to take the locals and just have a good time with. And yeah, it's just a really nice pet project if anyone wants to pick it up and just have a good time. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions about the deck, leave it down in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. You should see you guys in this video. Have a nice day.